Get ready for breaking news. Tom Steyer is dropping some serious heat on the Paramount-Warner Bros. Merger, declaring it a right-wing takeover of media. Steyer is ready to fight back, suggesting he would support a lawsuit against the merger brought by California Attorney General Rob Bonta, and pushing for stronger state legislation to restrict future media consolidation. We break down what this massive media battle means for California's future.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This Allen 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, Paramount is making its stance crystal clear. Paramount's guidance is urgently urging California Attorney General Rob Bonta to support the Warner Bros. Discovery merger, backing their move with a strong argument about theatrical distribution benefits. Learn how Paramount's chief legal officer is arguing that this combination is essential to compete effectively against streaming giants by driving more films into wider theatrical releases. We shift gears now to Hollywood entertainment. Get ready for a major cinematic event because Warner Bros. Discovery Home Entertainment is announcing a stunning new release. Writer and director Lee Cronin is bringing an audacious and twisted retelling of the classic horror story with his film, Lee Cronin's The Mummy, which is hitting digital platforms and physical media soon. And finally, we bring the action from the DC universe to your screen. JAKKS Pacific, in collaboration with Warner Bros. Discovery Global Consumer Products, has unveiled an all-new fashion doll collection featuring iconic supervillains. Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Catwoman are reimagined as collectible 11-inch dolls, available exclusively at Walmart.com. Don't miss this massive collection, and stay tuned for more updates. Tom Steyer, a billionaire progressive vying for the third spot in California's gubernatorial race, has issued a strong condemnation of the proposed merger between Paramount and Warner Bros. Discovery, labeling it a right-wing takeover of media. Steyer asserted that he would support legal action against the merger, potentially spearheaded by California Attorney General Rob Bonta or his successor, and advocated for stronger state legislation to restrict future media mergers of this scale. Steyer framed the merger as an attempt by the right to control information, drawing parallels to historical attempts at exerting control over media and military decisions. He expressed deep concern that allowing a figure like David Ellison to acquire CNN would turn the center-left network into a mouthpiece for the current political administration, citing the loss of credibility associated with such a move. He lamented the potential sidelining of figures like Ted Turner, whom he regarded as a visionary. California Attorney General Rob Bonta has publicly voiced opposition to the consolidation. Bonta has called for a thorough review of the proposed Warner Bros. Transactions, emphasizing California's commitment to fighting unlawful market consolidation. During a recent press briefing, Bonta voiced fears regarding potential negative consequences, including higher prices, lower wages, job losses, reduced quality, and diminished choice in media. In response to the merger, Paramount legal chief Makan Delrahim countered that the proposed union would ultimately benefit movie theaters and their audiences. Steyer also addressed the broader Hollywood landscape, criticizing the Republican approach, particularly the focus on film tax credits. He dismissed the idea that Republican frontrunners aim to protect Hollywood, arguing that the industry thrives on free speech and creativity, contrasting it with what he perceives as the attempt to create a state-controlled, uncreative medium. While acknowledging tax credits as a short-term measure, Steyer stressed the long-term need to control regulations, reduce costs, and invest broadly in the industry through arts funding and apprenticeships, alongside efforts to lower housing costs to support the ecosystem. Paramount's guidance is actively lobbying the California Attorney General to support its merger with Warner Bros. Discovery, emphasizing the strategic benefits for theatrical distribution. In a recent letter to Attorney General Rob Bonta, Paramount's chief legal officer, Makan Delrahim, argued that the combination will significantly benefit movie theaters and their audiences. Delrahim stated that the merger is crucial for competing effectively against streaming giants like Netflix. He asserted that the combined entity will need to broaden theatrical distribution to capitalize on the movie-going experience, building momentum for films before they move to streaming platforms. Paramount Skydance CEO David Ellison previously pledged to release 30 films annually post-merger, ensuring a minimum 45-day theatrical window for each release. A commitment Delrahim noted aligns with the combined firm's strategy to drive engagement across both theatrical and digital spaces. Regarding streaming competition, the letter acknowledged that even with the integration of Paramount Plus and HBO Max, the combined platforms would still face challenges against dominant super video on demand (SVOD) services. Delrahim pointed out that current viewership figures show Paramount at 5.8% and WBD at 5%, significantly lagging behind the top 3 streamers, which collectively command 65% of U.S. SVOD viewership. However, the merger is framed as an opportunity to compete at scale, with theatrical releases serving as a vital mechanism to attract new subscribers and reduce churn. The merger has generated significant backlash within Hollywood and among lawmakers. An open letter, signed by over 5,000 filmmakers and actors, has circulated industry concerns. The letter expressed deep worry that support for the deal prioritizes powerful stakeholders over the public good, potentially compromising industry integrity, independence, and diversity. Critics argue the transaction further consolidates an already concentrated media landscape, leading to reduced competition, fewer creative opportunities, job losses across the production ecosystem, increased costs, and less choice for consumers. Despite attempts by figures like Cory Booker to engage with the merger, the transaction is proceeding, driven by Ellison's $110 billion acquisition of Warner Bros. Discovery. Warner Bros. Discovery Home Entertainment has announced the upcoming release of Lee Cronin's film, The Mummy, marking a significant entry into the home entertainment landscape. Following the recent success of the film Evil Dead Rise, writer and director Lee Cronin is taking on a reimagining of an iconic horror narrative. The plot centers on the disappearance of a journalist's young daughter into the desert, followed by a shocking and nightmarish reunion 8 years later when she is returned to her broken family. The film is set to debut digitally on May 19. Physical media, including 4K UHD, Blu-ray, and DVD, are scheduled for release on July 14. The special features package is robust, offering multiple language options for both audio and subtitles across various languages, including English, French, Spanish, German, Italian, Japanese, and more. The film runs for 134 minutes and is rated R for strong, disturbing, violent content, gore, language, and brief drug use. Starring Jack Rayner, Leia Costa, May Calamoy, Natalie Grace, and Veronica Falcon, The Mummy is written and directed by Lee Cronin and produced by James Wan, Jason Blum, and John Kevill, with Michael Clear, Judson Scott, McDara Kelleher, and Lee Cronin serving as executive producers. The production also features a team of accomplished film artisans, including director of photography Dave Garbett and production designer Nick Bassett. The film is presented by New Line Cinema, Atomic Monster, and Blumhouse under the banner, A Wicked Good Production, a Lee Cronin film, Lee Cronin The Mummy. JAKKS Pacific, in collaboration with Warner Bros. Discovery Global Consumer Products, has launched an exciting new collection of fashion dolls inspired by iconic DC supervillains. This highly collectible line features Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, Catwoman, and the hero Supergirl, each reimagined as an 11-inch highly detailed collector doll designed for display and storytelling. The new series marks the first in a lineup of collector dolls inspired by Warner Bros. Characters by JAKKS, with more releases planned throughout the year. The dolls boast intricate details, bold styling, 11 points of articulation, rooted hair, and character-specific accessories that capture the unique personalities of the characters. Dominic Lissy, Senior Vice President of Marketing at JAKKS Pacific, stated that the collection is designed to celebrate the individuality and visual impact of these beloved DC characters while maintaining the high quality and collectability fans expect. The assortment spans diverse aesthetics, from Supergirl's heroic look to Harley Quinn's mischievous style, Poison Ivy's nature-themed design, and Catwoman's sleek sophistication, appealing to both children and adult collectors. These 4 dolls will retail for $39.97 and will be available exclusively at Walmart stores and Walmart.com starting this month. JAKKS Pacific is a global manufacturer of toys and consumer products, and Warner Bros. Discovery Global Consumer Products is a leading licensing organization extending major entertainment franchises into consumer goods.